Hello everybody and welcome into the SFA Season 17 College Football Opening Round. We've got the number 7 Big 12 champion Baylor Bears taking on the number 10 Mountain West champion Hawaii Rainbow Warriors. Flame versus Coach Woolley. Gonna be a fun time. As always, this is the SFA. It's an online dynasty, ran through Discord, Twitch, and YouTube. You can jump in at any time. Get started, claim a team, set your playbooks, recruit in the server, compete in server games, and try and win a national championship. It's a ton of fun, so links are in any of our descriptions. If you are watching live and you want to get rid of those pesky ads, you can also use your Twitch Prime sub completely free with a linked account. And if you want even more content from the SFA, you can check out patreon.com/the SFA. So Baylor and Hawaii. Baylor tied for the most CFP appearances in history. Hawaii making their first appearance since all the way back in Season 6 when they upset Jay Jettas at Oklahoma. So it's going to be a fun time. Two teams that are on backup quarterbacks. So we'll get into that here in a second. A lot of fun. These two teams have never faced, even though Baylor had Colt Brennan, he never faced the Rainbow Warriors. So Baylor, Hawaii, fresh meat. Winner faces Southern Miss in the Superdome Sugar Bowl. So let's get on into the game. If you missed our earlier games, VODs will be available later today along with some highlights. But this is how it looks. Baylor won our first matchup, and Iowa State is headed to the Cotton Bowl. So that's how it looks right now. Winner of this game in the top right will go on to face Southern Miss in the Sugar. So it's going to be a lot of fun. As always, though, we're going to go through both of these rosters, and then we'll watch the game in its entirety. And for Hawaii, Kareem Paul is injured. He's been injured most of the year, so their starting quarterback is Jason Hayden, 79 overall redshirt senior. Running back is Brian Wilson. At wide receiver, Xavier Parsons. He's a transfer from NC State. They got SFA player Royce Marchetti and SFA player 99 speed Little Lachante. First time we've ever seen him play. At tight end, Travis Campbell. He won the Mackey last season. Offensive line looks like this. Low 80s, high 70s. SFA player here, Lester Owens. On defense, SFA player Lorenzo Roberg. Samuel in the middle, you got Walter and SFA player Damari Baker. At linebacker, SFA player Warren Reeves. Fifi, the SFA IGR transfer from Kentucky. And Jamie Butler. Out wide, SFA player Jelani Walgate and Neuro McLean, a transfer from UAB. And in the back, Robert Nelson and SFA player Kelly Kachuk. And their kicker is Tom Tolbert. So Hawaii putting together a wagon of a team. They are the best G5 team out of the bunch today. They might be able to take down Baylor, who's a weaker top seed. They were not going to make the playoff this year. They won the Big 12 championship. Latrey Raines, he's doubtful for this game, so there is a fringe chance he plays. But if he doesn't, it will be J.J. Davis, who's led the way the last couple of weeks. He has been incredible for them. Redshirt junior from Chula Vista, California. Niall Sheathers here, 94 overall, former cover athlete, SFA player. And wide receivers, Solo Tippins, the SFA player, Zach Hill, Sean Mitchell, and Hunter Jean. At tight end, Josh Guillory. Offensive line looks like this. SFA player Moses Strong, Monroe Rosecrans, SFA guy, and Roosevelt Givens as well. On defense, Ryan Jean on one side, Nick Bratton on the other, Joe Bailey and SFA player Bradley Hendricks. At linebacker, Nate Wise, Ryan Cobb, and SFA player Jack Kearney may play, may not. Jonnu Eve, the SFA player, 80 overall. And out wide, Victor Wilson, SFA player Elipidus Xander. And then you also might see Angel Honeymoon, the SFA player. Matt Brooks and SFA player Briley Beauchamp, the 97 speed in the back. As Andy James is their kicker, 83 overall. And Rory Greer, the SFA punter, freshman All-American. So this is our final playoff game of the day, the 7 vs. 10 matchup Flame, or if you're here, Wooly, you guys get to choose your uniforms. Let me just go find them here. And for those of you guys on BearCave, this is a 6-point spread for Baylor. So Baylor is at home. We've seen both teams cover prior to this game, so will Baylor follow suit? Or is Hawaii going to give them a good match? Last season, the Mountain West champion, the Wyoming Cowboys, beat USC, shocked the world. I see these guys saying green on green. That's not... I'm not doing green on green. Actually, to be honest with you, I don't even think Hawaii offers green in this game. They have white and black. Yeah, they don't have either, so you get white or black. So, I'm going to wait for Flame here, because I don't know if Flame's even here. We're not doing a meme in the playoff. No memes in the playoff. Do we go Sailor Bear for Baylor? I mean, I don't see Flame, so I'm gonna end up having to pick for myself. Do we go the gray? I don't know, maybe going the gray might be the move. YOLO out for Baylor versus the black. Never seen them wear the gray here. Get your Bobanos in, folks. All in on Hawaii with Coach Wind. All right. All right, if I don't see Flame come in, we'll give him the silver, because we've never seen him wear silver. And then that means that we did do the white for Hawaii. All right. So it's about that time. Final game on the day. The Baylor Bears, they have a natty. They have tied most CFP appearances versus a Hawaii team who has not been to the playoff in quite a long time. All right, just want to make sure I got all my ducks in a row and that we are ready. Winner faces Southern Miss. Blacks on Hawaii. Why do you want the blacks? If they win, we'll give them black versus Southern Miss. Yeah, black on gray wouldn't look good. And we've never seen Baylor in the gray. So here we go. 7 versus 10. CFP, I'm a little less fun when it comes to jerseys. I like using the funky combos, but I have to be able to call the game. So here we go. Waco, Texas. Home of the Baylor Bears. First matchup in SFA history between these teams. We did go silver. So white on gray, here we go. Colt Brennan, the legend for Baylor. IRL legend for Hawaii. See if Hawaii can stun the Baylor Bears. But as you know, Baylor was not even supposed to be in this game. They won the Big 12 to get here. And Hawaii wants the ball. Okay, Hawaii. So here we go. Baylor will kick it off to start the game. Both teams 10-3, the 7 versus 10 matchup. And just a reminder, it shows Hawaii is number 17 in the country because they are the 10 seed, but they are the 17th ranked team in the country. So here comes Hayden, the backup quarterback. Both teams starting backup quarterbacks in these playoffs. Handoff here to the inside. He goes out, and that's a nice start for Brian Wilson. 5 yards to start it. Hawaii asked to receive. They'll come out here. Little bunch set. They bring a blitz. Yams it deep, and that is dropped by Little Lachante. It'll be 3rd down. So 3rd down to start the game for the Rainbow Warriors. Man in motion. It's going to be a screen pass, and he doesn't get it off. A 3-and-out for Hawaii. Bradley Hendricks, the SFA player and transfer from Clemson, brings him down. Great start for the Baylor Bears. A lot of people assume Baylor's going to run the table to the semifinals through this quadrant. See if they can do it. So they'll start out around the 50. Udlin Johnson on the return. So who's the quarterback? Latre was doubtful. It looks like it's J.J. Davis. So yeah, it is. So no Latre Reigns. Man in motion. He'll throw it first play. Yams it almost intercepted on the first pass. That was so close. That could have been 6 the other way. 2nd and 10 for the Baylor Bears. Handoff here. Broken tackle from Niles Sheathers. He finds room on the left side. Niles Sheathers inside the 20. Oh, baby. Look at him go. What a run from Niles Sheathers, your former cover athlete. I believe he was the season 16 cover athlete. And yeah, Baylor won the season 15 national championship. Yeah, I don't know what that teleportation was. So, quick strike here for Baylor. Open. Cuts upfield. Guillory gets down inside the 5. They don't say death taxes in the Baylor Bears for no reason, Dogwater. He's KJ at Oregon State. 2nd and 1. Goal line formations. Baylor looking to strike quickly. The toss. Niles Sheathers cuts inside. Touchdown, Baylor Bears. What a start. So a great start here for the Baylor Bears. 7-0. Hawaii might be a little starstruck here. A long travel to Waco, Texas. First playoff game for this program in 11 seasons. All the way back in sim matchup. So 1st and 10 and back under center. They did not get a first down on the last drive. Hayden will throw it. Steps up. Hits his check down man. Broken tackles. And he gets about 6. Brian Wilson, impressive play. Welcome in. Flame is here, baby. Interesting. Look at this formation. 2nd and 4. They'll motion him, and it's a QB draw that goes nowhere. The SFA IGR Ellipidus Sander on the tackle. So 3rd and 6 for Hawaii. Not off to a hot start. Handoff here, broken tackle, and 3-and-out. So 6 plays, not a great start for Hawaii. No first downs. Baylor will get the ball right back. They'll return this one, caught at the 35, stiffies a man, and gets out at the 50. So not even 3 minutes into this game, and Baylor already in control. J.J. Davis steps up, delivers a strike. Guillory for 16. I thought this game was for sure going to be decently close, at least the way Baylor's played this season. They've not been that great. First and 10. Can they do it again? Trips right. Davis drops back, clean pocket. He decides to take off anyways. He meets a linebacker, and he gets 6. He'll be second down. So inside the 40 already. 2nd and 4. Solo Tippins, top of your screen. Ton of SFA players on this defensive. 2nd and 4. Davis over the middle. Caught by Guillory. The tight end is already killing him. Shades of Eric Ebron's era. This tight end, he is just getting every target right now. First and 10, safety coming down. Kelly Kachuk. Handoff here, Sheathers, and down he goes after 3. Second and 7. Under center for the Baylor Bears. Quick throw into no man's land. Not sure what Davis thought he was doing there. Guess his receiver got jammed at the line. 3rd and 7. 3rd down would be a massive stop here for Hawaii. Over the middle, it's caught, and first down, Zach Hill. My goodness, the Baylor Bears are dominating. Empty set inside the 5. 1st and goal. Davis, plenty of time, floats it, intercepted! It's going the other way! Down the sideline, is anybody gonna catch him? They push him out! Nuru McLean, the UAB transfer SFA player, makes a play. And it may not be too early to say that might have saved the game for Hawaii. Fresh life, and they will come out in the Wildcat. Handoff here. Broken tackle, and oh my God, what a hit. Casey Thomas loses 4. Matt Brooks lays the boom. So the backup quarterback showing he's human here for the Baylor Bears. But Hawaii, the offense is not very good. They have no first downs yet. They'll fling this out to Wilson, and he'll lose more yardage. So they get a impact interception. In 2 plays, they lose 7 yards. So 3rd down for Hawaii. Do they have some magic? Oh no. And that's a sack. Down he goes. Disaster here for Hawaii. 4th and 23 off the interception. So Hawaii has ran 9 offensive plays in this first quarter. No first downs, negative yardage. Terrible effort. The defense bailed him out once. I don't know if the defense can bail him out again. Where's Kareem Paul when you need him? First and 10, Davis. After throwing the pick, it's intercepted again! Back-to-back interceptions, it's Nuru McLean again! Can Hawaii do something off this one? Hawaii's best offense might be Nuru McLean. Get him on offense. So here comes Hawaii. See if they can finally get a first down here. Hayden takes off. He's going to get positive yardage at least. He gets 2 yards. So what a crazy start in this game. An easy touchdown for Baylor and then 2 interceptions. Still no first downs for Hawaii. 2nd and 8. Hayden has time, delivers a strike, and it's dropped by Little LeChante again. Little LeChante shitting his pants. 3rd and 8. Hayden steps up, he yams it, and that is going to be a flag. Yeesh. Offensive pass interference, of course. And that is 4 straight 3-and-outs for Hawaii in this game. They have 2 interceptions and no first downs. Baylor is, frankly, bailing themselves out on the defensive end here. So at least for Hawaii, they flipped the field. Baylor will have to start on their own 20. So can Hawaii generate another offensive interception? Davis going to throw again. This time he hits somebody in his own jersey. It's Solo Tippins. Just a ridiculous sequence here over these last couple of drives. 2nd and 4 now for Baylor. Davis, another one over the middle, almost picked again. Davis having a horrific open to this game. 3rd down. 3rd down, it's Hayden. Hayden yams it, wide open man, Solo Tippins breaks 2 tackles, he breaks away, Solo Tippins for the Baylor Bears, touchdown! 74 yards! Oh my. What a play by Solo Tippins. Breaks 2 tackles and takes it to the house. Was that 3rd down? I think that was on 3rd down, wasn't it? $14-0 for Baylor. And they're -2 in the turnover department. So Hawaii, you're +2 in the turnover department in the first quarter. Surely you're winning. -9 total yards. 2 sacks. Oh my Lanta. Can Hawaii get a first down here? They're going Maryland Eye. Hand off, broken tackle, and Brian Wilson for 4. All we're looking is for some positive yardage here. 1 first down is all we ask. 2 tight ends on the field. It's a throw. Hayden takes off, and he goes down again. Victor Wilson, the corner, credited with a sack on this one, even though not really a sack, I don't think. A fringe sack. So 3rd down, or will this be their 5th straight 3-and-out? And he's sacked again! Back to back, Marvin O'Connor this time ends the drive. Ay, 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 the 5th 3-and-out of the game for Hawaii. This might be the worst offensive display we've ever seen. Coach Phi, if you're here, you might be lucking out. Yeah, this is... I'd much rather see Miles Tilley on offense than this. 5 straight 3-and-outs. So Baylor starts in plus territory, coming off of a 70-plus yard touchdown. Solo Tippins to tight end. Davis yams it deep, left side, 50-50 out of bounds. Nuru McLean, 2 interceptions, and his team completely fumbling his generational play. 2nd and 10, the handoff, Niall Sheathers, and down he goes. It'll be 3rd down when we come back from the first quarter. So 14-0 at the end of the first. Baylor leads 14-0. Conference USA coach is leaving. I know LA Tech's listening offers and North Texas is. Nobody else is listening though. So far. 3rd and 4. Yamin and caught! Hunter Jean. 2 guys could have caught that one. So 1st and 10. Davis keeps it. He has some room. He gets himself 10. Pizza, you gotta beat North Carolina first, Slime. Did you see the tipped catch, though, by Manju? That was cool. 2nd and inches. Handoff, Niall Sheathers. He gets the 1st and more. Explodes inside the 10. He gets to the 1. Niall Sheathers would not be denied. Looking like another big game here for the Baylor Bears. Spreading them out. Davis, the keeper. And oh, he gets smoked by Kelly Kachuk. The SFA safety said hell no. 2nd and goal. Can Hawaii generate something? They already have an end zone interception. 2nd and goal. Niall Sheathers. This time he's blown up. It's 3rd down. Can Hawaii's defense come through again? Shotgun. 3rd and goal. It's a throw. Davis has time over the middle. Touchdown, Hunter Jean. 21 points for the Baylor Bears in the first half. So the extra point to go up 21, and it's good. So it's a 3-score game, even though Baylor's -2 in the turnover department. Hawaii has no first downs. They'll return this one. Pass at 20, he stays on his feet to the 25, Royce Marchetti. First and 10, Maryland I for Hawaii. Just trying to generate 1 first down. That's all we can ask. Wilson, he'll get 3. 2nd and 7 now. Once again into this weird formation. Like max protect. And that's going to be a first! Yeah, Hawaii gets a first down! Woo! The comeback starts here, folks. And that's a sack. Are they calling it a designed run and a negative yardage? I love Coach Fye at Texas State. They're going to be good here. They keep making progress every single season. So 2nd and 13, they'll run triple option with the fullback, and he gets the first and more down the sideline, breaks away. Chris Roberson. Sometimes you got to get creative when the offense is stagnant. Here come the Rainbow Warriors. Quick option, floats it out to Brian Wilson. Not sure why we're running triple option. Once again, back to this ridiculous formation with one receiver. It's going to be a run play for Hayden. Oh, he finds some room. He bumbles around. He gets 12. This Hawaii offense is so much fun to watch. But it makes sense how they'd be dominant with Kareem Paul in this offense as they go jet sweep now. Casey Thomas gets 6. Hawaii making a comeback here. I formation. Little Lachante at the bottom of your screen. The toss to Wilson to the corner, and he can't break through. It'll be a 3rd down. Let Rory win it. Dude's choked so many times. Let Rory win. 3rd and 3. The snap. Hayden has time. He steps up. Yams over the middle. It's caught. Touchdown. Royce Marchetti, the SFA player. Hawaii's on the board. It was a slow start, but they're starting to find their way. The wobbler from Hayden finds Marchetti. Come on, give us a good game. We've had a 22-point game and like a 32-point game. It's a 2-score game right now. I believe Baylor does get the ball after halftime. So just over halfway through this second quarter. The Baylor Bears back on offense. Quick option from Davis, flings it out to Niall Sheathers. He'll get 3, the former cover athlete from season 16. Would become the first ever player to cover athlete twice, if they can make a run. 2nd and 7, Sheathers keeps it. He finds room, and that's a 1st down. There you go. 1st and 10, 4 minutes remaining. Guillory in motion. Dumps it off to Guillory, a big hit. Dogwater, I don't know if you've seen it, but Hawaii is +2 in the turnover department and down 14. Second and 8. Handoff. Sheathers, he stays in bounds, somehow gets the first. Look at him cook. He doesn't get a ton of national media attention anymore now that he's not the cover athlete and Baylor had a down season, but Sheathers still one of the best in the country, as that's a sack. We'll give it to Jason Walton. So not sure if Latrey Raines or J.J. Davis gives Baylor the best chance to win, but he's playing okay, I guess. It's at least acceptable. 2nd and 10. Yeah, audible to the shotgun. Bring a blitz, yams it deep, intercepted again! The 3rd time of the day! He stays on his feet. Jelani Walgate this time. Tippins got past him, but it was an underthrow from J.J. Davis. Hawaii has their chance. At some point, these turnovers have to start hurting. Hayden drops back, and he's going to go down. It doesn't matter. Baylor, they're as good as arm punts for them. They don't care. They just know their defense is going to come up and swallow them whole. I form for Hawaii. They're having a big problem against this Baylor front 7. 3rd and 18. That and the scheme is just questionable. So here's Hawaii, 3rd and 1,000,000. He yams it deep as he's hit. It's a 1st down, Royce Marchetti. The big Royce. A massive 1st down for Hawaii. The drive continues. Baylor's starting to question their offense a little bit. Hayden, deep drop, he takes off, he finds a hole. This is going to turn into a 1st down. All of a sudden, Hawaii's starting to look okay. You know they have the talent. Offset eye now, tight form. Takes the handoff, play action. Hayden takes off again. Oh, he tries to make a move. Turns into a sack by Eric Weeks. Hey, Bradley Beauchamp could be a Hall of Famer. Yeah, he's no Jamal Okeke the 7th. It's a shame Okeke's not in the Hall of Fame. 2nd and 11. Handoff to the fullback. Roberson gets 2 as we get a timeout call. So 3rd and 9 again for Hawaii. Can they keep the magic rolling? Hayden, corner blitz picked up over, and it's caught! It's a one-hander! Xavier Parsons! He transferred from NC State, had a season-ending injury last year. 1st and 10. Motion. It's a keeper for Hayden, and he can't break the tackle. Clock continues to run. They're threatening the red zone, though. Hayden, over the middle again, caught, and that's a 1st. "45 seconds left, 4 to the left hand. Hayden, he snaps it. He has time, he takes off, and he cuts upfield, he has room. Hayden, oh my God, he got cooked. Got absolutely speared by the corner there, trying to get inside. Victor Wilson. So 30 seconds left. Clock is running. This would be a massive score for Hawaii. Full house. Triple option, down he goes. It'll be 3rd down. They call a timeout. Third and 5 for the Rainbow Warriors. Hayden has time. To the back of the end zone. Wild catch. Touchdown, Xavier Parsons. Incredible. What did we just watch? He evades the hit. And that's a tutty. They're gonna go to the booth review. Did he catch this? I think he did. His back hit the ground. Are they looking for... What are they looking for here? I have no idea what they're gonna call this.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
It stands! Touchdown, Hawaii! What a catch by Xavier Parsons. The catch of the day. He went acrobatic to avoid the hit. And the +3 in the turnover department has turned this from an absolute splattering into a one-score game. J.J. Davis fucked around and found out. At some point, 3 picks will come back to bite you. The 7-10 matchup heating up. Baylor will get the ball after halftime. But this was a 21-0 game. Motion for Guillory. They'll hand it off to Niall Sheathers. Can he make something happen? Lorenzo Roberg makes the tackle. The big meaty man. Looks like they're going to attempt a yam here. As he throws Niall Sheathers up the sideline, and he gets a first down. So now they are in yam range. That's awesome. The projector on the side of the house. All right, Hail Mary time. JJ yams it deep. It's an absolute moon ball. They're down there. It is caught. Oh, my God. No way. Zach Hill. Oh, my God. 61. What just happened? There's no way he caught that. There's no way. No review. That is the greatest Hail Mary catch we've ever seen. Halftime, 28-14. What is happening in Waco? We have 2 acrobatic touchdowns. We have Hawaii +3 on interceptions. The backup quarterback playoff game is going absolutely insane. Hawaii had no first downs in the whole first quarter. Their first 5 drives were all 3 and outs. This game is an all-timer. Yeah, we're going to have to see the replay of that, but it just got tipped around. He scooped it off the turf. That is a wild animation because normally it's like when they do that, it's like that Manjube touch, or the Hail Mary Manjube caught yesterday where he like dives down with it. So at the end of the first half, this might be the craziest game of all time. -3 in turnovers, and they're up 14. Sheesh. Yep, Baylor gets the ball. So let's see what happens. Hawaii, just an absolute gut punch on that. You do all this work to get back within 7, and they hit you with the Hail Mary. We get a penalty, though, to start the half.
Personal foul. Clipping.
It'll be a clipping call, so Baylor will start in their own end. Angel Honeymoon. Doesn't seem to be a problem. Baylor has a 71-yarder and now a 60-yarder on the day. So can this defense reply? They'll give the handoff here. Solo goes, he went high, and Neuro McLean absolutely spears him in the air. Look at this. That looked like one of those WWE ones where they both go for a crossbody. 2nd and 12. Delay give. Neuro McLean, or not Neuro, it's Niall Sheathers. He gets 8. This game's ridiculous. 3rd and 4. Chance to go 3 and out here for Hawaii. Third down. The snap. Niall, and he's short. Hawaii gets the 3 and out they needed. Ishiether's over 100 yards already. So exactly what Hawaii wanted to happen. Back down 14. So 28-14. This game's starting to heat up a little bit. Cannot believe that Hail Mary connected. Remember Flame, last time we had a crazy tip drill like that, it was when Alabama completed it on Illinois, when Flame was at Illinois in the playoff. You missed a great one, Wind. It was a Hail Mary. So 2nd and 13. Hawaii has got to find a way to generate some positive. Looks like they're set doing this little triple option stuff, and this time it works out at least a little bit. He gets 12, so it'll be a 3rd and manageable. Can Hawaii keep the drive going? This game keeping Flame on his toes. The Maryland Eye. Quick option. Hayden goes down. So decision time for the Rainbow Warriors. Is it time to go for it? 4th and 2. No. They will not. I would go for this. Fake punt? Fake punt? Nope. Alright, so they'll try to pin him deep here. Doesn't work out. So 2 3 and outs to start the half. Winner faces Southern Miss in the Sugar Bowl. Handoff, Niall, and he is brought down on the edge. Lorenzo Roberg, SFA player. He's massive. Second and 12. Handoff to Sheathers. To the outside, and down he goes. That was a big hit. That was the fumble animation. So 3rd and 6 for Baylor now. Another chance to go 3 and out. Defense is locking in, it seems, to start this half. 3rd and 6. Davis, he'll throw it to the corner. That'll be a 1st down. Wide open man, Sean Mitchell. His first catch of the ball game. So 12 for 19 for JJ. 3 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. Definitely could be a little bit better. Drop, Yams, and out of bounds. Second and 10. 4 wide. Only 2 down linemen. Yams over the middle. That's a catch by Solo Tippins. It'll be a 1st down. So across the 50 now. Trips left. They are pressing. It's a keeper for Davis. He has the right side. Cuts inside. Kelly Kachuk lays the boom. Kelly Kachuk, a senior safety. SFA player. Former 3-star Canadian. 2nd and 3, about halfway through this 3rd quarter, no scores. Handoff to Sheathers. He gets held up a little bit, but he gets the 1st with ease. The Bear is loving it. Hawaii got to generate some more defensive positive plays. No pressure here, though, for them. Hillary an easy 9 yards. Davis just able to sit back there and wait till somebody's butt-ass open. 2nd and 1 now. 2 tight ends. Safety coming down. He'll throw it. Davis over the middle, caught by Solo Tippins. 1st down, Baylor. In the red zone now. 1st and 10, trying to extend this back to 3 scores. Deep drop, floats it, and that's a catch. Patrick Mason for 13. So inside the 10 for Baylor to go back up 3 scores. Tippins in motion. Throws it his way, and that's a drop. Fifi in there on the tackle. 3 wide. Guillory in motion, 2nd and goal. Davis drops back over the middle. Caught by Niall Sheathers. Touchdown, Baylor. They go back up 21. So the extra point here to make it 35-14. So it looks like that Hail Mary completely killed Hawaii's spirit. They had a 7-point game, and now they're back at square one. There is time, but it's not looking good for the Rainbow Warriors unless they return this one. We'll start at the 40. Royce Marchetti having a great game. No, Shooters does have a 2nd half touchdown. All right. Hayden, can he rally the troops? Hand off to the fullback. Roberson gets 5. Not looking good for Hawaii. Higher seeds looking really good today. Second and 5. Yam, and that's a first. That's a catch for Lil Lachante. His first catch of the day, 99 speed receiver. First and 10. They're going to audible. They'll hand it off, I believe, to the receiver here, and Ray Jackson loses yardage. Angel Honeymoon on the tackle. The SFA player. Second and 11 now. Handoff to the outside. Brian Wilson gets 6. So 3rd and 6 here for Hawaii. It's going to be a screen pass. He turns upfield. He gets some blockers. Down the sideline he goes. Wilson inside the 15. Hawaii not going away. They can do their best to at least make this a close-ish game. Hayden to the end zone, open man, and touchdown, Little Lachante. He gets the toe in. Bang. The SFA player gets his CFP moment. No review. So great response there from Hawaii. So this will be returnable. Still a 14-point game. Hawaii just needs a stop on defense. J.J. Davis. He has time, dumps it to the flat. That's Hunter Jean. He gets 3. 2nd and 7, Baylor Bears. As long as they keep a clean sheet, they should be okay, but Hawaii's still hanging around. Man in motion, that's Guillory. They'll hand it to him. He cuts up field and only gets 2. Not sure handing it off to the tight end is the best idea. But 3rd and 5. Over the middle, and a drop from Hunter Jean. 3 and out. So a miscue from Baylor gives Hawaii the ball right back. These are the little things that kept Baylor out of the playoff conversation for most of the year. Marchetti gets a nice return up to the 40. Baylor just doesn't seem to have that killer instinct this season. Just letting a team like Hawaii hang around with the turnovers, drop passes. Can Hawaii capitalize? That's a backwards play. Yeesh. Ratting another TFL, 4th of the day. 2nd and 12 now. Hand off here. Wilson, he bobs and weaves. He gets himself 6. Third and 6 for Hawaii. Hayden over the middle. It's caught, and Marchetti doesn't get the first. So as we head to the 4th quarter, Hawaii trails by 14, but they have the ball. Will they go for it? I would like to think they'll go for it because it's the 4th quarter now. And they will! Let's go! 4th down, Hawaii stays on the field. What is the call? It's going to be a pass from Hayden. He floats it, and it's caught by the fullback. 1st down, Roberson. That thing hung up there a little bit, but ended up working out. Jason Hayden, 11 for 14 on the day. They'll hurry up the ball. It's a toss now. The Maryland Eye, broken tackle, and negative yardage. So much negative yardage here for Hawaii today. Seems like half the time they're going backwards. So they pretty much need to score on this possession. Bring a safety. Hayden over the middle. That's caught by Marchetti. He gets himself 10. It'll be a 3rd and 5. Third and 4 for the Rainbow Warriors. In positive territory, down 14. Hayden. Over the middle, that's Cat. What a block. Marchetti, he gets himself a big gain. Maurice Marchetti has been the player of the game today for Hawaii. Number 84. 1st and 10. Hawaii. Hayden. Hayden has to throw it. He does. He dumps it off, and they'll get himself 5. That's Harrison. Hawaii making this a game. I form 2nd and 5. They'll toss it out. Victor Wilson brings him down. Where's that Briley Beauchamp? It's Briley Beauchamp, the SFA player. Brian Wilson. Third and 7 for Hawaii. Empty set. He has time, steps up, yams it deep. It's caught by Marchetti. What a play from Hawaii. Cannot believe that play worked. That play never works. 1st and 10. Triple option, down he goes. Yeah, this team would be lethal with Kareem Paul. 2nd and 13. 2 tight ends. Motion. Hayden drops back, floats it deep. It's caught at the 1. Third and 3. What is the call? To get this to 1 score. They'll throw it. Hayden, he takes off. Hayden goes down. So what is the call on 4th and 3? You can pretty much say game is on the line here. 4th down. To push it to 1 score. Or turn it over. Hayden, he'll throw it. Hayden takes off. Hayden! And he goes nowhere! Turnover on downs. Nate Weiss with the hit at the goal line to save the game. So turnover on downs. They're now on the inch. Can they get out of the end zone? Yes, they do. Oh, that's so sad. Incredible hit. Hayden almost got in there. So 2nd and 7. What is the call for the Baylor Bears to get out of their own end zone? Hawaii had a chance. Here's the handoff. Niall Sheathers goes down. So it'll be 3rd down. They'll at least get themselves out of their own end zone. But they'll take this clock down. So 3rd down. 1st down here would force Hawaii to use their timeouts. You got to get the stop here if you want any chance. 3rd and 5 for the Baylor Bears. What is the call? It's a handoff to Sheathers. He cuts up field and down he goes. There's a flag, but it won't matter. They're calling offsides? Oh, this is bullshit. Warren Reeves offsides. What in the world? Baylor is bailed out. Death, taxes, and the Baylor Bears. I'm sick. Davis now, he's going to throw it. Yams that one. That's a catch for Solo Tippins. What in the world? Offsides, my ass. That is wild. Absolutely egregious. Four minutes left here. Baylor gonna start running clock, of course. Yikes, yikes, yikes. Hawaii put up a great fight, but they were like 2 yards away. Hayden just needed to push forward. Baylor definitely showing that they have some cracks that they have to shore up if they want to make a run. Quick option. Floats it. Sheathers goes down. Second and 8. Flame trying to win his second national championship trophy. Man in motion, it's Tippins. He gets the jet sweep, and they bring him down. So it'll be 3rd and 5. Hawaii takes a timeout. Last chance for Hawaii. Davis hands it off. Sheathers, he'll get the first. It was a great season for Hawaii, but it's fading away. Fading fast. But Hawaii definitely proving that they belonged in this game. Despite just basically having a throwaway first quarter. Handoff. 3rd down. Another chance to get off the field here. Quick option. Tosses to Sheather. Stiffy's a man, but he goes out of bounds. So at least the clock stops for Hawaii. So they have 2 minutes to get 14 points. They got the stop they needed, but they're missing a touchdown. The clock didn't stop. He went out. Bro, I thought the clock was going to stop. That's hater energy from the refs. How did that clock not stop? Yeah, they used them all prior to the... He did go out forwards. What are you saying? Lockdown defense. 8 sacks today for Baylor. At least that's what they're crediting them with. Some of those were fringe. So does Hawaii have a miracle? 1st and 10. It's a screen pass here to Wilson. He shrugs off one and gets out of bounds. Clock continues to run, though. They'll hurry it up. Over the middle, that's a catch from Wilson, but no first down. Clock continues to run. And that's a catch. Lil Lachante gets the first. They'll hurry it up. Can they get this back within a score? Mid-screen, and Parsons gets 2. Clock continues to roll. Clock the biggest factor. Baylor can taste it. Yams this one deep, and that's a catch for Royce Marchetti. What a day for Marchetti. They're going to booth review that. Boo. Boo, boo, boo. Clowns. Clowns. That foot is dragging, even though they're going to call it back. Shame.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
Boo. These refs, dude. Getting the Baylor whistle. My goodness. 45 seconds left. Over the middle, it's Royce again. He's gonna get the first. Big play for Royce Marchetti. 1st and 10. Across the 50. Hayden, he yams it deep, right side. 50-50, down it goes. No chance. 30 seconds left. They need a touchdown. Hayden drops back. They bring a blitz. He yams it deep the left side. This time he's open. Lil Lachante, he steps out. They get the deep pass to work. The yam connects, but he couldn't stay in bounds. 25 seconds left. At the 3. There's technically a chance. Hayden. To the end zone. Touchdown, Hawaii! An incredible effort today for the Rainbow Warriors. Somehow still fighting. The extra point to put them within 7. It's good. The cover would still stand if it was, So the onside kick. This will decide the game. It's recovered. Can they force a fumble? No! So Baylor will escape. They barely cover. And the difference was going for that 4th down. So 000. Baylor moves on. They will face Southern Miss in the Cotton Bowl. It was a tight game. It was hairy for most of it. But the Coach Flame experience shows through. Death, taxes, and the Baylor Bears will move on to the quarterfinals. Congratulations to Coach Flame. An excellent season for the Rainbow Warriors. And that's going to do it here for our Sunday college football playoff games. Yeah, the problem is that playbook was designed specifically for Kareem Paul. You got Hayden, who's a decent quarterback, but just doesn't have the same kind of speed. Niall Sheether's your player of the game. So a Baylor cover. So all 3 games resulted in a cover, but this one was a 1-score game at the end. The least decent. So we've had 3 covers. These first-round matchups always tend to heavily favor the higher-seeded teams. That was a good 7-10 game. That's probably going to end up being the closest game we have. Unless I think Iowa or Ohio turns out to be a better game. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, bum, ba-da-dum, bum, bum. Oh, yeah. Good reminder. Let's look at the Hail Mary that pretty much decided the game. Just 2 plays that completely decided the game. That 4th down where they stuffed them at the goal line in the end of half Hail Mary. So first we'll go through the stats here. Scoring summary first. Tippins had the 74-yarder. LaChante got a touchdown. So J.J. Davis, 19 of 29, 298, 4 touchdowns, 3 interceptions to start his trek. Niall Sheethers goes for 131 and a touchdown. Solo Tippins, 5 for 117. They had 4 total touchdowns on the day. For defense, Victor Wilson, 10 tackles, 4 TFLs for Bratton. They had 8 sacks, all by different players. What in the world? No interceptions. 1 deflection from Briley. And that is going to do it. For Hawaii, Jason Hayden, redshirt senior, 23 of 28, 257, 4 touchdowns. He played very well, but running the ball, they just couldn't really do it with any success. Marchetti was a massive player today, 7 for 88. Well, LaChante gets a touchdown as well. He's only a freshman. One sack and 2 interceptions for Nuru McLean. He is a junior. Jelani Walgate, a junior as well. I don't know my schedule yet, if there's even going to be a game tomorrow. Tentatively, there's only 1 game tomorrow. Iowa and Ohio. If that doesn't end up working, then I'm going to have to end up probably doing all 3 on Tuesday night. So let's take a look at the highlights here. I don't have a time for tomorrow's game. It would be after work. Earliest would be that 7 Eastern. So second quarter here. Let's see the replay. They hung on to it, of course. 61 yards. Got behind the safety. So they're at the, what is this? They're at the 12. So it tips off of an elbow. Oh, look, this receiver even had it. This Solo Tippins had it in his hands. It bobbles, bobbles, bobbles. Where does it go? You can't even see the ball. Okay, it's on the floor now. Dude, what? It's now down here. On a knee, off the knee. Off the knee of Nelson here. Pops up just enough. Oh, bro. Is that off the foot? Caught right there. Incredible job. Unreal touchdown. Oh, my Lanta. Holy unlucky is right. Hawaii loses. Yeah, that's an immaculate play right there. Cannot believe that. And I wonder if they have the 4th down turnover. Probably don't. It was before this. Oh, they do have the replay. So this is the 4th and goal. This is the game that decided it. They decided to pass, which having one receiver in a 4th down play just never going to work out for you. So how do you not score here? Cut upfield. He tried to stiffy, but he just gets walloped. Tough scenes. All right, so let's check out players of the game. Three great games, though, today. Tough ending there. 35-28 is your final. Sheathers, Hayden, Nuru, McLean, and Victor Wilson are your players of the game. So that is 3 of the 6 first-round games down. That is a Baylor cover. As always, guys, we'll see you in the next one. I'm not sure when it's going to be. Hopefully tomorrow. We'll have probably 1 tomorrow and 2 on Tuesday. Otherwise, all 3 will end up being on Tuesday. Yeah, we'll see you later. Thanks for watching.